The silence is quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet. Move mountains, bring it to its feet.
Good afternoon. You're tuned into Ability Matters, the program that covers matters to do with abilities, disabilities and everything in between. We are one of the longest running disability-related shows in the world, starting as Headway On Air all the way back in 2007 and now brought to you by My Home Living Care, an NDIS registered disability support organisation.
Yes, of course. Good afternoon. Thank you very much, Sean, for that wonderful introduction. And, of course, I'm back from my short little agenda in Thailand. But, yes, I'm back. I'm your announcer, Tony Scott Emilio. And with me, as per usual, is my co-host, Bec. How are you, Bec? Sorry.
Hi, Bec. No,
Yeah.
and I'm Bec from Flagstaff.
From Flagstaff, yes.
And we've got our wonderful guest with us today. We've got Wayne in to talk about his home modification business. Thank you so much, Wayne, for jumping in at such short notice and having a chat with us today.
Not a problem.
Thank you.
It's good to be here.
Yes, thank you very much for coming in on short notice, like Bec just mentioned. And, of course, thank you very much, Tim, for the past 2 hours of your wonderful show, Through the Past Darkly. I just love saying the title of that show. It's awesome. Good stuff. And your music's pretty awesome too, don't worry. Okay, so the time now is a couple minutes past 12 p.m, so it's time for us to get into some cool tunes for today. I'm going to open up today's show with Peter Frampton, Show Me the Way, from 1976 album, Frampton, of course. And after that, Masters Apprentices. And yes, we just had the Masters Apprentices with Because I Love You from 1971 album, self-titled, of course, Masters Apprentices. So I just played you 2 songs from self-titled albums. Well, good stuff. Now back over to the interview with Bec and Wayne, was it? Yes.
Wayne, yes.
Right.
Bec and Wayne, go for it.
Thank you, Tony.
Your shirt. I shouldn't have got that wrong. Well,
all good, all good.
Good stuff.
Good memory. So, I'll get straight into it with you, Wayne, because we've got a few to get through here. Mm-hmm. Tell us about your connection to people with a disability. How did you first get into doing this kind of stuff?
Well, probably not a direct connection, but my wife's always sort of been in allied health and in that sort of area. So I've always been on the border of it and listening to the trials and tribulations that go on with her work and what's involved. So that's where I've probably sort of come into it, into it there. I'm predominantly. Do you want me to tell? I'll just tell you a little bit about myself.
Go for it, yeah.
Yeah. So
we need the personal side.
So
go for it.
I'm a licensed builder. I've been in the building industry since 1979. You know, as a
wow,
as a 15-and-a-half-year-old. And if I think back, I can even tell you. I think my first pay. And it wasn't, I was going to say paycheck, but, it was cash in an envelope back then.
So it was, yeah.
For a whole week as an apprentice was $52.
Almost cash in hand, lovely.
Oh, yeah. Times have definitely changed.
Yes, yeah. So I've been in the industry for a lot of years, and I've sort of gone through, and a lot's changed over the years where. Back then, you went to TAFE or Technical College for one day a week for 3 years to sort of get the technical side of thing, and then your final 12 months of your apprenticeship, you were just with your employer or your boss full time. After that, I went back to TAFE for another 3 years, but that was sort of like at nights and at weekends to do a advanced course, which back then it was called a building, clerk of works and building foreman. that was the process you had to follow to get your builder's licence back then. So take away the technical side, I've always been in renovations and extensions of homes. So it's sort of very much similar to home modifications, which is what I'm heading towards now. So
that's exciting. It sounds like a bit of a journey too to get to where you want to go. It's taken. Did it take you a long time, or did you get that done pretty quick?
No, not at all. It's taken as you said, it's been a long journey. I did work for myself for sort of 15 years, and then I sort of had enough of that. I mean, it was a
lot involved.
It's a hard slog trying to, as they say, trying to chase a dollar and make everything work. I then sort of worked for another number of companies over the years, and then one in particular is probably where I then did touch on disability, where it was converting bathrooms, and it was in schools and other areas, and we're talking we're talking here sort of the 80s and early 90s. So that sort of thing wasn't even.
Not really a thing then, yeah.
No, it wasn't on anyone's
radar.
No one's, especially in the building industry, it was on no one's radar. So
easy to overlook, yeah.
Yeah. So over my working career, I've probably without even realising it, I have had a lot to do with.
Gone in, dipped a toe.
Yeah, disability, and I've also sort of been in like aged care, which is very, very similar as well.
People tend to look at it's just disability, but there's so many avenues and facets. Parents with small young like babies or young children, people with luggage and things like that. They all need to have improved premises, so they're able to move around and do all those things easily. So
make living a lot more livable, so to speak.
Oh, absolutely. Look, I totally agree, and I think the big thing is with home modifications is it's if you're going to be have a good lifestyle in your own home, and if changes have to be made, I mean It's no different to someone wanting a new renovation, new kitchen, new bathroom for the sake of upgrading. Well, I mean,
aesthetics. You're making it look better, more impressive. Even, yes.
Yeah, but I'm a true believer in you're much more comfortable in your own environment at home, and if I can help change that and to make that suit and on everyone's individual needs, that's sort of my area where I'm sort of heading.
Your agenda.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering, what's your new business called, and how did you come up with the name?
Well, it's going to be obvious how I come up with a name, but my new business is just Wayne Jackson Home Modifications.
Simple and sweet.
Yeah, and I just thought that's the most simplest way to do it. It's been a long process in having to go through that. I mean, I am trading as a sole trader. I'm not a company, so hence just Wayne Jackson Home Modifications.
Sole trader is the way to go for a lot of things these days.
yeah. But the process has been a long process.
We'll get into that a little bit more later on.
Not a problem.
We'll get into that. I'm interested to find out more about that. So I suppose I'll just ask you one more question, and then we might jump into some music, Tony.
Sure thing.
Can you let us know the type of modifications that you do offer there?
Yeah, look, it's anything from a minor, from grab rails, in bathrooms and toilets to ramps to widening of doorways, for better access. Right up to, I mean, if the whole bathroom has to be, renovated to get to, the needs of the client. So it can be as simple as putting a couple of screws in something to fix something up, right up to up to a large renovation.
Okay, so I'm just thinking, because I know a gentleman and he's a quadriplegic, so he has quite a number of modifications in the bathroom. So I suppose it's everything from the most minute thing just to help with and give a bit of assistance, right through to high-end changes and large-scale modifications.
Oh, exactly. And it's not just the bathroom. I mean, into the kitchen, adjusting the height of, especially if they're a wall oven or an underbench oven, adjusting the height for someone that is in, for instance, in a wheelchair where you might have to change the oven, but it's so they can actually just still use the oven without having something tip on top of them,
I suppose, and having like lower level cupboards and things like that might make it a little bit, instead of having everything all the way up the wall, it's more where it's accessible and they're able to reach those things.
Yeah, exactly.
So all of your home
great.
modifications make things more practical, yes? So
Yes.
you can actually make use of your home appliances and, like you said, reach the oven if you're stuck in a wheelchair, that sort of thing. And, just like I said earlier in the show, make living more livable.
Yep, very much so.
Lovely.
Very much so.
Okay, well, I think we'll just go to another tune now. We're going to go right back to the 1980s, 1989 to be precise. The band Texas, I Don't Want a Lover, from the album Southside. And yes, that was just David Bowie with the song Space Oddity from 1969. Lovely little tune there. Good work, Bowie. Good stuff. Now, straight back to the interview with Bec and Wayne. Go for it, guys. All yours.
Thank you. Awesome songs, Tony.
Good stuff.
So my next question for you, Wayne, for those that you have just tuned in, I'm speaking with Wayne from Wayne Jackson Home Modification.
I'm making the assumption that you're Wayne Jackson, yes?
Yes, I am most of the time.
Oh.
When I'm in trouble with
When it's preferable for you, yes, of course. Don't worry. I know what you
10
mean, yes.
points, Tony.
Good
work.
Well, I still work, yeah? Good stuff.
So I'm wondering why you moved into home modifications.
I think home modifications is where my expertise is in the sense that it still is. I've always renovated homes, so it's sort of nothing new. What is new is sort of is learning the requirements and the correct procedures.
Oh, the certain got the amount of degrees and the stuff. Everything's got to be
Absolutely,
the protocol.
But look, I also rely upon the occupational therapists and the people
because that's kind of their job too.
That I'm dealing with that will sort of guide you in what's required from their side. So then then it becomes a bit of a team work and we make the modifications work and achieve
Awesome.
their goals.
So it's kind of like a natural progression from the renovations work you do, taking it that next step to
correct.
do some home modification.
So
Okay.
less of a juggling act, is what I'm just saying? Between you say something, they bounce back to you, and then vice versa.
Yeah,
to
very
get
much
it done.
so. Yeah,
Good work.
Yeah.
Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work.
Well, I haven't heard that since high.
Sorry.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Wow.
It's a bit corny, but
Well, it's corny,
all right.
Ron. That's what they were using in high school, remember?
Yeah, but wasn't that more for team sport? Like,
Well,
I used to use
I
it for-
played sport in high school, so there we go.
Ah, okay, see? It's here. Okay, so the next one I've got for you, I suppose, is along the line we've already touched on it. So we've got you since 1979. You've been a builder, so...
Yeah. Well, yeah, in the building, in the building industry, yeah, it took a few years to become
How long did you do building before you decided you were moving into home modifications?
Look, home modifications is only a brand new direction for me, so it's only been in the last in the last 12 months have I headed in that direction within my own business or company.
I don't want to make it sound bad, but you know that you've been in the building business 50 years.
Yes, that's it.
That's a good achievement. That is wow.
Yeah, it's not quite. You're putting a couple of years on me, but
close to.
That's just how much experience he has in the field. In the
So
game.
you really want to get him for your home modifications because he does know what he's talking about.
He's kind of been there and knows all the tips and tricks. So go for it, guys. He's the man to speak with.
Could you give us some examples of improved living modifications? Like, what are the things that might actually help people around the home, not just in the bathroom or the kitchen? They might need something like a side bench from the wall or something like. So, what are the type of things that you're really
Your little
good at?
adjustments.
Yeah, look, naturally, as you'd be aware, it's sort of on an individual basis on what's required. But generally, anything just from ramps to grab rails to adjusting, adjusting furniture what I call furniture is built-in furniture cabinetry. That it might have to be adjusted so you can access
Actually reach it, yes.
better. Or
easier even.
Doorways being adjusted, whether it's width or it might be more beneficial for a door to be able to open out than it might currently be opening in. So it's just all these simple little things that can help someone's everyday living a lot better. So
I have one. I'm sorry for throwing you under the bus here, but I'm just curious because do you install little lifts? Because people sometimes might have a higher front porch or something like that, and they might need an actual lift instead of some.
Look, at this stage, it's something that I don't do. There is companies out there that do specialise in domestic lifts, whether they're whether it is external or internal. It's something in the future that I might head towards. But look, at this stage, if something like that comes up, I would would be talking with the companies and professionals that are involved in that now. I mean, usually because that involves in have to cut or adjust something for their product to come in.
So you did the groundwork and then they supply the equipment. So
they come in and take your credit, do they?
Oh no! Oh look, you can't say that, but yes.
I kind of know how the game works, don't you? Taking the credit, something, yeah. I don't mean your game, but just in general, yeah. Anyway, I think it's about time for another song, but we'll just quickly play some quick little announcements, then I'm going to get into some the band Pilot. It's a Scottish pop group from the song Magic, 1974, with the album of the same name. So here we go. Don't go anywhere. This is VOX FM 106.9. And yes, that of course was Dire Straits with So Far Away from 1985 album Brothers in Arms. Great little collection of songs there.
One of my favourites. Go the 80s.
Nice to hear, Bec. I thought you might like that one. And of course, this is still Tony Sconomito in the chair with, of course, Bec and the interview Wayne on the other side there from Wayne Jackson's Home Modifications. I like how it's on your shirt. Thank you very much, Wayne.
It makes it a bit easier, doesn't it?
Shit,
You certainly did well then. Very good, Tony.
Well,
Thank you.
being my bad memory, I was like, bang, right there.
Yay!
Ideal interviewee. Thank you very much.
So we're going to get people in from now on that have just got their names on their shirts?
Even if they put it on a sticker, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Put it on the
Okay.
on the chest, the good stuff.
That's good. We might look into that.
Nice
We'll
work.
get some printer labels.
Yeah, okay. We've got a couple more questions. Go for it there, Bec.
No worries. Excellent. So I'm just wondering, because we touched on it earlier, was there a lot involved to register to be an NDIS approved provider? Like,
Oh, can I just have a big smile and go, wow? Absolutely. And look, I totally understand why the process is in place.
And I can imagine, because the NDIS is not exactly an easy game to play.
Yeah,
Boxes to tick, etc., so go for it.
And the rules are the same for me as a single operator as it is for a larger company, or in different fields. So there was a huge amount involved, and the time and time frames in getting set up. But look, I totally agree with it should be in place, because you can't just have anyone come in and think that they're going to do even as much simple as home modifications without having the right qualifications and being set up for it correctly.
so true. I'm just going to say an example of someone I know. They thought they were going to get a whole new ramp and everything done through their bathroom. It didn't work out. And then we had to go through the whole process of going through NDIS and they'd been done and she'd been left with nothing. They took the ramp away and they never put a new one there.
Yeah,
That's terrible.
Which is and it's also it's everyone's money, isn't it? Like it's taxpayers' money that's paying for a lot, and then for someone to come in and do the incorrect and the wrong thing, I mean, it's
and then not fix it,
and then not fix it more. More importantly, I mean, so
or be held accountable. That's probably the biggest thing.
Yeah. Look, I've had a few inquiries from a few places where they've said, "Oh, look, my father's bathroom was modified, through the NDIS, but it's still not to code. Can you come and have a look at it?" But it's very frustrating that that still can happen. But look, it doesn't shock me, because unfortunately the building industry always has been a hard industry, and there's always been I don't like to use the word shonks, but
Dodgy brothers.
Yeah, there's a lot goes on, and of course they just keep moving through the.
I think
the
shonk
facets.
is probably the more PG acceptable term we can throw around these days. So,
Yes, yeah.
We all know what it means. The other side, so yeah. Go for
Yeah,
it.
no, because, and I suppose for people out there looking to get into NDIS, it is worth jumping through those hoops and taking that extra step to make sure you're an approved provider, because then you have some backing behind you that people can trust you when you're going to get the job done that they need to do.
Absolutely, and look, just a few things that I've learned with as far as with the NDIS is that all home modifications, they've got to be approved prior, and they've got to be written into a plan as a stated item. Look, I'm probably just repeating a line or a blurb, but
Spiel, yeah.
but it makes sense, and I think it does slow the process down a little bit from my side of it. But I understand why it's there, So
it's a worthwhile thing.
Yeah, and so between the plan, the occupational therapist, and myself, as I said before, it's a team effort. Eventually you make it work, and and achieve what you're there to achieve. So
It's bound to come together. That's right.
Yeah. So. Lucky last, we got through them all. You've done really well, Wayne.
Probably one of the more important ones too.
So I'm just interested, because I know people out there that may want some home modifications or something done around the house. Did you have details? of people to contact you.
Contact
but
details.
you've got your own business. I didn't want to say certain things in case you've only got one or two methods, but I wanted to give you the opportunity to put that out there.
Yeah, thanks. Look, the two best ways at the moment, as I said, I'm only a new business, my best contact is just through email, which is Wayne at homemodifications.com.au, or you can contact me directly on 0449 922 704. I am going through the process of getting onto social media, Facebook and Instagram, and
Spread the word that way. Yes.
Yeah, it's happening, but it's
Slowly, yes.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be rude or anything, but could you just repeat the email and the number again?
Yep. So my email address is Wayne at wjhomemodifications.com.au, and my contact number is 0449 922 704.
And of course, I'm assuming that Wayne at WJ Home Modifications is all one word, yes?
Correct, yes.
Lovely.
Yep.
So,
Thank you so much, Wayne.
and I'll repeat them before I end the show. Thank you very much.
Cool.
Thank you.
I'm just going to...
Thank you so much for coming along and having a chat with us today, Wayne. It was wonderful, and it's great to hear that you're starting up a new business. Just gives people more opportunity and more choice out there to who they want to go with and what they want to do. So if you can, get behind the little guy. And
thank you for the opportunity, and look, it was a good experience. First time on radio, and
you've done really well.
I probably haven't spoken for this length of time, and especially about myself for forever.
That is one of the reasons why we do this as well, try and get the word out there, because obviously you're doing something good for people who need it in the most. I'm sure, yes, need it the most, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll probably get you back in another 6 months or so if you'd like to come back.
Oh,
Wayne.
that sounds good.
And then we'll hear more about your new business journey and how things are going with you.
So
Wonderful.
adventures, a bit of an update, good stuff. Thank you very much, Wayne.
Thank you.
Lovely having you here today.